So my name is Jennifer. We have Shania virtual. We have a room full of lovely yogis, some new to me, others not so much, which is it's awesome, right? We have 60 minutes together, and today we're going to be looking at inner ankles back and outer ankles down. We'll also be talking about vulnerability. Child's pose. Child's pose. Ujjayi breathing. Yeah, deep, audible, free. And there's three main ankle bones. There's a lot of bones in your feet, but there's three main ankle bones. There are 8 ligaments and 6 tendons that make up what we call our ankle. All of them work together to make you be able to do things like walk, run, jump, hop, come to yoga. And today we're going to be focusing on activating your inner ankles back and your outer ankles down. Downward facing dog. Set your drishti at the back of your mat. Look at your ankles and see them. And press your inner ankles back, your outer ankles down. And you may notice when you do that the muscles of your shins, your calves, they get activated. They light up. Walk your feet to your hands, ragdoll, top of your mat. See your ankles, inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Extended mountain, press your feet down, your ankles down, reach your fingers up. Take your hands to heart center, and we'll begin with 3 ohms. Extended mountain, breathe in. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway lift. Plant your hands and come to high plank. In high plank, engage your ankles. Inner ankles to the back wall, outer ankles down towards the back wall. Everyone breathe in. Low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, see your ankles, inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Full inhale. Full exhale. Everyone breathe in. Everyone breathe out. Take your ankles to your wrists, jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, reach. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift. High to low, vinyasa, you go. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. See your ankles, inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Now squeezing your outer shins in, pressing into center line. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at your wrists, take your ankles to your wrists, go. Half lift, fold, Extended mountain. See the wall behind you as you squeeze your ankles into center line, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. High to low you go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. See your ankles engage the skin of your inner ankles, the skin of your outer ankles. Breathe in, breathe out, jump your ankles to your wrists. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain. See the wall behind you. Bow forward. Halfway lift, high to low. Upward facing dog, inner ankles squeeze into center. Downward facing dog, see your inner ankles, send them back. Send your outer ankles down. Breathe in, get empty, take your ankles to your wrists, jump. Good, Clementine. Halfway lift, forward fold. Take your inner ankles in towards center line, big toes touch, chair pose. Lift your heels. Yeah, lift your heels a lot, your heels. Toes down, heels up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, high push up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior one. Step forward, press down through the toes of your right foot and lift your right heel. Send your inner ankle back, your outer ankle down to lift your front heel. Yeah, lift your back heel. Breathe in. Vinyasa, high push up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, warrior one, left side, left foot steps forward. Lift your left heel up off the earth. Lift your right heel off the earth. Good, Pablo. Hands to the earth you go. High push up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Jump your ankles to your wrists. Go. Yes, Jose. Forward fold. Chair pose, heels high, fingers high. Bow forward. Halfway lift. High push up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Lift your right heel as you reach your fingers up. Look up. Plant your hands to the earth. High push up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, left side. Left foot steps forward. Lift your left heel up. Lift your right heel up. Plant your hands and flow. High push up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Jump your ankles to your wrists. Go. Yes, halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose, heels high. Bow forward. Halfway lift. High push up, low push up. You go through upward facing dog, downward facing dog. You'll take warrior one, right side, right heel lifts as you flow. And then you vinyasa, high to low. Up dog, down dog, warrior one, left side, left heel lifted, gaze high, and you flow. High push up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Flex your foot, inner ankle back, outer ankle down. Bend your knees, stack your hips, and flip your dog. Root. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Lift your hips higher. Breathe and reach. Side plank, right side. Stack your ankles. Lift your top ankle. Flex your top foot. Lift your top leg higher, everyone. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Yeah, let it go. Breathe out. Lift your left leg. Engage your ankle. Bend your knee. Stack your hips. Flip your dog. Press your heels down. Squeeze your inner ankles in. Outer ankles down. Lift. Side plank. Left hand down. Lift your right ankle towards the ceiling. Good, Kelsey. Good, Lil. Yes, Emily. Downward facing dog, release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right foot steps forward, crescent lunge. Lift your right heel. Even a half an inch. Lift your right heel. Hands to center, twist right. And split your arms open, left fingers down, right fingers reach. Warrior two. Lift your right heel. Lift your left heel. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Lift your right heel, lift your left heel, reach through your top fingers. Everyone breathe in. Plant your hands and flow. Exhale, high push-up, low push-up. Yes, Pablo. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, crescent lunge, left side. Lift your left heel. Send your inner ankles back, your outer ankles down. Hands to center, twist left, left heel lifted. Split your arms open, right fingers down, left fingers reach. Warrior two. Now create your warrior two legs and lift your left heel. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Lift your left heel, lift your right heel in extended side angle. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Calling upon all of the bones and tendons and ligaments in your ankle joints. Breathe in. Vinyasa, breathe out, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your ankles to your wrists. Jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down, heels high. Lift your heels. Take your hands to heart center, twist to the right. Now squeeze into center line. Chair pose, back to center. Twist left. Now heels high, squeezing. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Breathe in. Bow forward, breathe out. Take your feet hips width distance apart. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Pull your chest to your thighs. Send your inner ankles back and your outer ankles down. Release your big toes. Take palms to toes, forward fold. Stand in your hands. Hands all the way underneath your feet. And lift your heels. Yes, Lil. Yes, Clementine. Kelsey. Pablo. Yes, Janet. Go, Emily. Release. Take crow pose or forearm plank. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Crow or forearm plank. Squeeze your ankles in towards center line. Lift the pit of your belly. Everyone breathe in. Breathe out, go high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Fill. Empty. Ankles to wrists, jump. Half lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Hands to center. Set your drishti. Everyone take the block. Take a block and place the block underneath your left foot. And take eagle on the block. Eagle right side, left foot on the block, right thigh up and over your left thigh. So like this? Squeeze into center line. Change sides. Change sides. Good work, Clementine. Change sides. Good, Pablo. Good, Emily. Release, come to stand. Standing leg raise on the block, left foot on the block, right knee into your chest. Yeah, take standing leg raise open, left arm extends, see your left arm, see your left thumb. Good, Emily. Come back to center. See your right ankle. See your right ankle. Kick it towards me. Airplane, arms back, right leg back. Right foot is flexed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Standing splits, bring your fingertips down to the earth. Lift through your right heel. Breathe in and breathe out. Again. Release, come to stand and switch sides. Standing leg raise, left knee into your chest, right foot on the block. open out. Shift your drishti, look at your right hand. Good, Janet. Come back to center. See your left ankle. Kick it towards me. Airplane. Left leg back, arms back. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Standing splits, fingertips to the earth. Release, come to stand. Dancer on the block. Right hand, right foot, left foot on the block, and you take dancer. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Come into your fullest expression of this pose right here, right now. Change sides. Change sides. Change sides. Come to stand and take tree pose on the block. Right foot to ankle, calf, or inner thigh. You go. And lift your left heel. Change sides. Squeeze into center line. Create your tree. Lift your right heel. Good. Release. Come to stand. Extended mountain. Press your feet down. Reach your fingers up. Breathe in. Bow forward. Breathe out. Halfway lift. Inhale. High to low. Upward facing dog. Inner ankles back. Outer ankles down. Downward facing dog. See your ankles. Recreate that energy. Step your right foot forward for triangle. Lift your right heel. Lift your left heel. Stand up, right toes face the long edge of your mat. Goddess squat. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Hips in line with knees in line with ankles. Lift your right heel. Lift your left heel. Lift both heels. And press your shoulders towards Florida Avenue. Breathe in. Stand up, breathe out. Pyramid pose, right side. Right toes point forward. Left foot is wide on your mat. Fold forward. Lift both heels. Twisting triangle. Left fingers stick, right fingers reach. Lifting through both heels. Breathe in. Vinyasa flow, breathe out, high to low. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot forward, triangle. Lift your left heel. Lift your right heel. Stand up. Left toes face the long edge of your mat. Interlock your hands behind you. Lift your heels, bend your knees, fold forward. Stand up, pyramid pose, left side. Left toes forward. Lift your heels, bend your knees, fold. Twisting triangle, right fingers down, left fingers reach. Lift through your heels. Everyone breathe in. Vinyasa, breathe out, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. High plank. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Low plank. High plank. Low plank. High plank. Low plank. Lower all the way down to the earth. Arms back by your sides. Put one ear on your mat. Locust pose, rise up. Flex your feet and send your inner ankles back, your outer ankles down. Everyone pull your toes towards your kneecaps. The other flex. The other flex. Yes, Pablo. Breathe. Breathe. Release. Good work. Locust number 2, lift up. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down, flex your feet, yes. Press the soles of your feet towards the wall behind you and lift. Breathe. Lower down, release. Floor bow, bend your knees, grab your ankles. Grab your ankles and flex your feet into your hands. Rise up. Squeeze your big toes in towards center line. You send your inner ankles in towards one another. Your outer ankles are back towards the back wall, the back ceiling. Breathe in. Release, breathe out. Sway your ankles from side to side. Floor bow number 2. Grab your ankles and rise up. Inner ankles back. Outer ankles up and back. Lift. Release, lower down, sway your ankles from side to side. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come down to your knees and take your block and place it between your ankles at the back of your mat. Prep for camel. Place the block in between your ankles on the medium setting, the widest setting. So you can squeeze into the block between your ankles. Now come into camel, stack your hips over your knees, squeezing the block between your ankles, lift and come back into camel. Slowly come out of camel, sit back on the block, reset. Camel, second set. If you didn't like the width of the block, change it and come into camel, pressing your ankles into the block. Slowly come out of camel, sit on the block, take a breath in and take a breath out. Bridge pose. Make your way onto your back. Keep the block kind of close by because we'll get back to it. Come up into bridge. Actually take the block in between your ankles here in bridge like you just did in camel. So feet to the earth, ankles squeezing into the block for bridge. And lift up. Lift your hips up. Lower down. Now, if you didn't like the width of the block, or you want to try it, change it up. This is your opportunity. We have 6 more to do. Bridge or wheel, rise up. Squeeze your inner ankles into the block. Send your outer ankles down. Lower down to your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise up. Bridge or wheel. Inner ankles back. Outer ankles down. Lower down to your mat. Inhale, rise up, bridge or wheel. Number 3 of 6. We are halfway there, yogis. Rise. Come down to your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Number 4, bridge or wheel. Lift up, squeezing that block into between your ankles. Good, Clementine. Good. Janet. Yes. Lil. Lower down to your mat. Yes, Kelsey. Inhale, rise up. Number 5. Bridge or wheel. Stay up or come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Number 6, bridge or wheel, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down to your mat. Take Supta Baddha Konasana. Good work, everyone. Happy baby. Take the block and squeeze the block between your ankles. Send your legs up towards the ceiling. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down, flexed feet. Interlock your hands behind your head and lift your shoulders up towards your ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your legs halfway down. Keep pulsing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hover your feet, look at your ankles, and lift your chest towards your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees into your chest. Keep the block. Keep the block. Place your hands underneath your tailbone. Send your legs with the block up towards the ceiling and create inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Lower your legs 30 degrees, 60 degrees. Hover your feet. Look at the block. Look at your ankle. Look at your ankles. Count your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Head down, legs up. Good work. 2 more. Lower your legs 30. 60. Hover your feet. Look at your feet. Create inner ankles back, outer ankles down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Head down, legs up. Lower 30. Recreate your feet. Squeeze. 60. Hover your feet. Look at your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees into your chest. Keep the block between your ankles, high boat. Rock and roll up and down your spine, block between your ankles, high boat. Low boat, squeeze that block, high boat. Yes, Kelsey, low boat. Yes, Pablo, yes, squeeze the block. 1 more, low boat, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Good work, everyone. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog to half pigeon, right side. With your right foot forward in half pigeon, stack your toe bones to create inner ankle back, outer ankle down. Stack your big toe over your pinky toe. You're making a Tadasana foot, like when you stand on it, a flexed ankle. Good. Good. Fold forward. Use a block if you need it underneath your right hip. Change sides. Stack your front toe bones, creating inner ankle back, outer ankle down, flexed foot. Double pigeon. Right shin on top of left shin. If double pigeon is not in your practice, take seated figure 4. If you cannot stack your right ankle on the outside of your left knee, take seated figure 4. Flex your feet. Feel this right here. Change sides. Frog pose. Yeah, take frog on your mat with knees out wide. You're going to create right angles with your thigh bones, your shin bones, and your foot bones. And bring your forehead down to your fists. Stack your fists, use the block. And create the inner ankle back, outer ankle down activation here in frog. $60 seconds. Crawl forward onto your belly and bring your inner ankles together behind you on the floor. Good. Seated single leg extension. And fold forward. Change sides. Seated forward fold. Reverse tabletop. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Fish pose. Hands under your hips. Chest lifts. And come up out of fish and choose your inversion. Waterfall with a block under your tailbone. Headstand, take your mat to the wall. Handstand, if you have handstand at the top of your mat, go for it, or take your mat to the wall. Tripod, hips up above your heart. Step 1 is waterfall pose with a block under your tailbone and your legs up towards the ceiling. And create inner ankles back, outer ankles down. In my life, when I share from vulnerability, like I share something about myself and I own my story, I actually bring forth truth and courage and ultimately create connection. Shoulder standers, take your toes to the earth for plow. Bend your knees by your ears to take ear pinning pose. And then slowly roll down out of your inversion. Headstanders, slowly pike down with control, control, control. Yes, Pablo. Take child's pose. Everyone make your way onto your back. And take a supine twist, one knee or both knees. You choose. Switch sides. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bottoms of your feet press into one another. Shavasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll to your right and pull your knees into your chest. And press yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. And we'll seal today's class with 3 ohms. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center, connect. And together we bow and say namaste. And I'll leave you with a quote from Brené Brown. Vulnerability sounds like truth and feels like courage. Truth and courage aren't always comfortable, but they are never weakness. Give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here, Shania and Janet and Emily, Lil, Clementine, Kelsey, Pablo, and Jose. Big round of applause to everybody who showed up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much.